Yeah. Before we do that, just want to say St. Anselm did an unbelievable job of hosting the event. Neil Duval and the whole crew. I mean, and even today when there was a lot of issues with the snow, thank you to St. Anselm, first-class place, first-class event. Thanks to our administration. You know, some people behind the scenes don't always get a lot of credit, but our AD, John Mays, Jared Razio, Dan Rudy, were driving us back and forth a little bit in the snow, and sometimes that stuff goes unnoticed. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that share in all this, right, and support and don't get all the credit, but just want to say that first. Second of all, just incredibly proud of our team. We have really good players. They played really well the last 3 days. I thought today, you know, especially Quashawn in particular, but, you know, everyone just made big plays. We had some guys who haven't contributed as much throughout the year make big plays today. Kendall McMillan was awesome. Sean Braithwaite with a big three. Justin Hendrick with some big shots. So just really excited. Thought it was a really great team effort. And once again, our defense, I thought, was just outstanding. A different defense than we normally play, but thought our defense to hold them to 36% and to only have 3 turnovers on offense. We just really executed on both ends really, really well.
Coach, I asked you Sunday because that second game has been sort of the hurdle the last couple times you were in the tournament. If you were satisfied but not satisfied, how satisfying is this?
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. It's funny to see the joy on the players' faces, right? I mean, that's the satisfaction, is to see them really happy, to see how much hard work they put in, just like most programs, and very few get rewarded for it. But that's really satisfying to see the joy on our kids' faces, and just bonding all week, and then to have it end like this is pretty cool.
And then for you, Quashawn and Davontrey, because you can all speak to this, you guys have been knocking on the door for quite a while, going back, several years, even before you guys, whether it was any 10 tournament title or NCAA in the regional. So to have this kind of be that capstone, how does it feel?
For me, like you said, I've been here a couple times and, came up short a lot. So, it feels like a big weight off my shoulders, almost like we worked a lot. We worked so hard. I'm so proud of my teammates. All year we've been through adversity, ups and downs, and we just found a way to figure it out and prepare us for today. And it feels amazing, man. It feels amazing.
Coach always says that adversity is coming. I feel like we did a fantastic job of handling it. I feel like since August, since we got to campus, I feel like everybody just put their head down, got to work. I feel like all those hours is finally paying off, and it's just a good feeling to see everybody happy, so I feel great.
Coach, 14 points in the paint for the whole game for Bentley. Was the strategy as simple as let them live and die by the outside shot? No,
the strategy was to make it a math problem, to be honest with you. Bentley is such a good offensive team, and we decided to play zone against them. It happened the last time we played against them, but we wanted them to take more 2s and 3s, and we were going to probably limit it to a 55-possession game, and we have the best shot blocker, best defender in the country in the paint, and that's a really hard problem at the rim. So if we can make it a 15-foot game, actually at halftime they had 18 threes. I told the team it's too many, but they were not great ones. They were pretty deep. They were pretty far out. They were contested. But today was a math problem. We were trying to make it a 2-point game, and we don't foul. We're number 1 in the country in least number of fouls, so we're going to keep people off the line. But they're just a good offensive team. The reason we go zone 2 is because they wear you out on the defensive end, and then you put so much effort on defense. It's hard to be a good offensive team too. So what they do is really special. I thought what our guys did defensively tonight in the zone, especially with their slides and their coverage, is really good. And again, it helps when you have 7-1 in the paint, right? It really does take away a lot of good shots that most teams can get against teams that don't have that luxury.
Quashawn, really the key stretch in the ball game was about the first 9 minutes. Oddly enough, you guys 19-4 run to start it off. I think you had 7-9 points in that stretch. Did you have maybe a little bit of a different mindset in this game where you were looking for your own offense earlier, as opposed to a lot of times it seems like you try to get your teammates involved a little earlier?
Yeah, I know last game we played them, they got out to a pretty big lead against us. So I knew coming in, we had to start strong. We had to be aggressive. We had to take our shots and like you said, execute. So I just tried to be aggressive. A lot of shots opened up. I was fortunate enough to hit those shots, and we just got to go.
Coach, is that something that you guys talk about at all in terms of mindset? I mean, it's a 5th-year senior, so I imagine you trust him to make most decisions. But in terms of, are there occasions where you want him to try to look for his own offense a little bit?
Yeah, I really leave Quay alone. You know, Quay's been over 50% from the field since he's been a freshman every year, and he's been over 40. He just knows what shots to take, and sometimes you can meddle too much as a coach and not let him play his game. He's the type of player where I'm not going to tell him to shoot more or less. He just has a good feel. He knows what shots he can make, and he's such a high percentage shooter. Today, you know, we wanted to put them in pick and roll, and they were going under. You know, Quay was very decisive, got to the rim a couple times as well. But, you know, when they go under, we flipped it a little bit, and he had good shots, and he's a high percentage shooter. So, you know, the beauty of Quay is he can affect the game without scoring. But that being said, he can score and shoot a high percentage, which is a really neat quality because he's only taking shots he can make. And again, I don't want to meddle with that. He's pretty good with that.
For Davontrey and Quashawn, it feels like you guys have really done a great job of sharing the basketball throughout this entire weekend. You know, I'd have to go back and double check, but it feels like you were close to season highs in assists.
Yeah, 19 and 17. 19 the first night, 17 the second night. Yeah.
And even tonight, you know, especially in the second half, a number of different players coming up with key baskets as Bentley's trying to make a run back in this one. So, just in terms of, you know, how the offense has kind of flowed for you guys throughout this regional.
It's been good. Coach always preaches that the ball movement is the best thing for our offense. I feel like once we get stagnant, things start getting too sloppy. So I feel like once the ball got moving, things start falling down. Quay started getting downhill too, so that helped us too. So once we start spacing out, hitting shots, so that helped.
Yeah, like you said, you know, it's been a low-key a problem for us all year, you know, sharing the ball as a team and getting a lot of high team assists. You know, I think we did a great job this weekend. I think Coach preached, you know, there's a lot of times in the games where you can make one more pass, one more play, move it over one more time, you know, and I think our team really got the concept of that and was able to dial down on that and pass the ball, move it, get good shots, and execute it.
Coach, you know, you lose Victor Olawoye, last name's a little tough one, coming into this regional, and that's, you know, it throws a new dimension to your team, right? Because he had started all year, so Kendall McMillan is in the starting lineup.
Yep.
He has a career high 11 tonight.
Yep.
It just feels like you have had somebody different every game who maybe has not put up big numbers throughout the season step up in a big moment. Is that sort of just one of those things that's key to getting to this level in March?
Yeah, you know, Vic was a big loss for us. You know, I've had games this year we only played 5 guys. You know, I did shorten the rotation quite a bit this year, put more emphasis on the defensive end, more defense on blocking out and rebounding. And when Vic went down, it just offered an opportunity for other guys to play. And honestly, Kendall has not played a lot this year and played great this weekend, you know. And it says a lot about him. He didn't pout. He handled adversity really well. And when his number was called, he had a big game. He was really special tonight, man. I think the 3 was a big 3. You know, the pivot in the paint and the layup was a big shot. I know his teammates love Kendall McMillan. When he makes shots, you can see them pretty excited. So, and then Justin Hendrick really played well. Gives us another outside threat, which we haven't had all year. Yeah, those guys know what they're doing. They're older too, which helps. But really happy for those guys and really happy for Kendall to play well in a big moment on a big stage when it was really needed.
And then for all 3 of you, you know, first trip now to the Elite Eight, sort of, how do you balance, you know, the thrill of this win with now, does this sort of drive the hunger to get back to work, you know, when you get back on campus and get out to Evansville?
I mean, we're not practicing tomorrow, you know, so we're not working tomorrow. I might give him 3 days off because I'm a little tired of seeing Quay in the hotel all day. Yeah, we're excited about the next opportunity, and I think what we have to do is turn the page. We're going to enjoy this, obviously. We're probably going to enjoy it again on the road on the way home tomorrow, and then we'll take a couple days off and, you know, get to work. I think the exciting part is this is our 3rd tournament, right? We're any 10 tournament, you know, East Region tournament. It's now another tournament that gives us another challenge, and I think these guys are excited about that, and hopefully they'll be excited to play on a national level now, which will be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, you definitely got to take time out to enjoy this one. You know, like you said, we haven't really been here, so it's nice to finally get over the hump eventually. But, you know, we do got a lot of work to do. You know, we got to look back at the film, see what we can do, see what we can improve on, and definitely be ready for Evansville.
I feel like I'm excited. We're all excited, but I feel like we just have to do a good job of just having a short-term memory, you know, just taking it right now, living the moment, and then go from there.
You guys ever been to Evansville?
I have. Yeah. Can't wait to go to Torino's Pizza. Torino's Pizza. I'm excited. Can't wait. Can't wait. Stay away from the fish, though. Yeah. We're going to go steak and maybe chicken, but we're going to stay away from the fish. Landlocked. We don't want to do that.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Clay, you can take that, man.
Of course.